Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Jane Gardner again, here with your daily step in front of the camera tip for coaches, speakers, and consultants to shine as expert with your own show. On today's quick tip, I'm going to show you my studio and how small it is. So I think I've already spoken to you before that you don't need much space for a studio to do your recordings. And I'm going to show you that's true. I have a 6 foot by, it's a huge desk, 4-foot desk that I have in a corner of my basement. And it is got everything on it and beside it that it needs, as well as it has much more as well in front of, on the other side. Now, you can see this space. This space of the webcam is with me in it, because that's extra, the other side, is 20 inches by 16 inches. I mean, that's amazing, really, when you think how big a webcam could spread out. If I went further back, of course, it'd be using more space. So it's 16 by 20, and I am, would you believe, I am 32 inches away from the camera, and I'll be showing you the webcam in a minute because I took some photos. It was hard to do otherwise live. So yeah, so this, you can really use quite a small space and have it under your control. So let's go and have a look at my studio space that I need to use. So where are we here? Here we are. So got various photos here. So there is my webcam. It is on a tripod. I can tell you what kind of tripod later. I'd have to look it up, but I'm sure you've seen them on Amazon. There is my monitor at the back, and because of where I'm sitting, I have to have my webcam at a certain height in order for me to look straight into the camera, which sometimes is quite difficult for me. But there is a level that makes it level, so I know that I'm getting a good view, a nice rectangular view. And I have a clock so I can see how much time I'm using as I do a presentation. And it has a minute hand, of course, as well. So if I wanted to do a 2-minute presentation, and I have to put this on a box, as well as I have to put the monitor on the box in order to get the right height for me to be at the same level as the webcam. And of course I use the level the other direction as well to make sure I'm, in the right direction. Further back, you can see my messy desk, and then here is my Yeti. It is facing me on a table, and there is my keyboard. The only reason is there's nowhere else to put it, otherwise I'd have it closer to myself. And then on the right, I got into the luxury of having a second monitor, so I put my presentations on the second monitor, and then I just have my XSplit on this monitor, or Zoom, whichever has to be live most importantly, so that I can change scenes on this monitor and ignore all the other mess. It's lots of books that I don't really read. So this is a beat up light with an umbrella, because you want a soft light on one side and then a soft light on the other side. And there is my desktop. I keep it off the ground because we had a flood once, so I don't want to lose my computers. So, and a printer over there. So let's have a look at measuring, and I'll tell you what the distance is between the two lights, because I forgot to check that. So my lights are pretty good light wise, and they're only 48 inches away from each other. So I've got a 48 inch by a 32 inch, yeah, was that it? No, and yeah, 30 by 20 inch space that I need in order to do a nice broadcast. So really, all you need to do then, of course, is have your green screen at the back. So I guess I better sort of give you an idea on that as well, how big it has to be in order to catch all of my view. So I have some green fabric that comes, if you get a light stand with lights, that usually comes with a black, a red, or white, no, black, white, and green cloths, and you hang the green cloth on your light stand. My light stand, I've doubled it up. I've added two of them together because I need it because this is such a wide webcam. And of course I put some green fabric on my chair so you don't see my ugly chair. And we're looking at, I need at least 8 feet. I think I need at least 8 feet of green screen in order for the webcam not to show any of my edges. So there you go. I'm sitting here quite comfortable in my basement in this corner and doing all my presentations, and all I have to do is warm up my XSplit, turn that on first with my scenes that I like, set those scenes up, and then turn on your Zoom if you need it. I'm just turning on record because I'm just recording that to show later in the week. Or you can broadcast even from XSplit. Right now, I'll tell you, I can broadcast to Facebook Lives, Restreamio, a custom RTMP, that's for another day, YouTube Live, and I think in terms of custom, there's a lot of custom RTMPs. I think LinkedIn Live also uses a custom RTMP, so I have to try and do that this week, is broadcast on LinkedIn Live hopefully from XSplit. All I have to do is turn it on if I set it up properly. So there you go. It's not a big studio. It's not a big space. It's very crowded with lots of stuff all around, but you don't see it. So all you need is a fairly small space. I should have gotten a picture of one of those green screens that you can hang on the back of your chair. You've probably seen those on Facebook. You can get green custom foolscap is the right green and put it on the wall behind you, and then you can broadcast anything onto that in terms of being able to get a new background each time you're here. So yeah, I really like, as I've mentioned before, XSplit. See, look, there's a hole in my screen. Where is that? Yeah, it's on this side. I must have moved the curtain. Maybe the cat moved the curtain. Then that's my basement behind. So yeah, so you just have to, in the space that you're in, you have to make sure your curtain fits and you're broadcasting properly, because otherwise it would be seamless. Yeah, no, I can't get over there without a lot of stretching. So oh yeah, I know. I have to move my furniture back away. That's in my way there. And that's what probably caused my masterclass fold in my broadcast. So I'm going to have to fix that. As I said, always check your background before you start. So I'll leave you with my studio. Get inspired to know you don't have to do a lot to have a studio. Which one should we get rid of? That one's kind of messy. Let's remove that one. Make it easier for you. I removed that one as well. So yeah, that's, hopefully we can take a screenshot of that, get you some ideas on what you need to do to get your webcam at the level of your eyesight and what distance you need, and just try and keep playing with it until you've got it right.